Do you have a child who uses a communication tool, like an app or a paper-based one? Have you ever wondered how you can help them learn to use that tool? Does the communication tool or AAC confuse you? This video will provide you with some strategies you can use to learn how to speak AAC. Once you learn how to speak AAC, you can more easily help them learn to speak AAC. And it doesn't matter what type of communication tool the person is using. These strategies and tips work for all of them, from paper-based systems like PEX or POD, to iPad apps, to dedicated communication devices. And these strategies work for all ages, and for those who are brand new to the system, all the way to those who have a system for a while and are struggling with using it. This is the first in a video series based on the Model as a Master Pal training module, which was developed by Tabby Jones-Wallaber, a speech therapist. She created this model to train paraprofessionals and others in a school setting about the different strategies they can use to help their students who use AAC be more successful. And these can be used by anyone: parents, siblings, daycare providers, anyone. Each of the words represent a strategy anyone can use anywhere, at home, at school, in the community, anywhere. You will learn to speak AAC to support their receptive and expressive language skills. This video will focus on two critical elements: modeling and time for language development and growth. Once you understand how to model language on their communication tool and how language development and growth play a role in learning AAC, then you will start to be able to speak AAC. Let's start with modeling. No, I don't mean that type of modeling. This is the kind of modeling I mean. Notice how she is pointing out some of the symbols on the paper-based communication tool. That's the kind of modeling I mean. She is showing her child where the symbols are as she speaks the words, giving the symbols meaning to her child. So what exactly does modeling mean, and how do you do it? It may seem overwhelming, but it really isn't. It's pretty simple. It is simply using the person's AAC system while you speak your words to them. That's it. And do you have to use it as you speak all of your words? No. For a beginner user, you would focus on one core word in the sentence you are saying. For a user who is already able to use the tool to say a word, then you use it to say two words in a sentence. Do you stop talking? No. You use the tool as you speak words, even if the tool has voice output. You say it, then hit the button, so the tool says it too. So when do you do this? The easiest time to start is during a routine you already have established with them, such as bedtime, mealtime, homework time, whatever. If you do this during an established daily routine, you will be able to show them where the words are on their device to talk about that routine with you. And one of the keys to modeling is to do it without expectation. What does that mean? You model, you use the tool, and you do not require them to use the tool to repeat what you've said. It seems kind of counterintuitive, but you use the tool to talk to them and have the tool available for them to talk with you if they want, but they don't need to use the tool. If they can already say sign a word like more or point at a specific thing, then it is absolutely fine to acknowledge that communication with you and don't make them use their tool to repeat it. If the child gestures, uses sign languages, or even says a word like more, then you use the communication tool to say more to clarify what they've said. Don't make them use it if they've already said or shown you their response. All communication is valid. You just then use the tool to clarify what they are communicating with you. Oh, I see you want more. And then you use the tool to say more. All of this great modeling is done while remembering what typical language development looks like. Learning AAC is a lot like learning a new language. You are modeling its use in your routines, in your home, and then the way it is being used should reflect all of that. For example, how do babies learn to speak? Their communication attempts are given meaning by others in their life. Watch this fun interaction between a baby and their dad. You may have seen this one already.
Did you understand it though? No. Okay. All right. Huh? Oh no, not this one. This is the grand finale of this. Yeah, that's the last one.
Do you see what I mean? All of the gestures and all of the nonsense words that toddler is doing were attributed meaning by the dad and are seen as valid. And that's the same with learning.
Did you understand it though?
Expect that new user to play with the words, to babble, especially if it has voice output. This is how they explore and find the words. And as they do, you attribute meaning to what they are saying, like you would a toddler who is babbling. This is an important piece of exploring the tool, and sometimes it can be quite funny. For example, if the user is punching in a stream of food words, so like hamburger, hot dog, egg, chocolate, then you respond by saying, oh, so you want a hamburger with hot dog, egg, and chocolate on top? So the keys are to assign meaning to what they are communicating and to use their tool to reframe what they are communicating in another way, like using signs or pointing. You also use their tool to extend what they are saying. And yes, if they are babbling on the tool when they should be quiet, tell them it's time to be quiet. But don't take the tool away. Just as you wouldn't take a child's voice away, you should not take a child's communication tool away. You need to teach them how and when to use it. Because most importantly, language is not an activity. It happens all day, every day. It's important to keep the communication tool available at all times. You never know when they will have something to say. So from this video, the keys to remember are model using the device with your child using your words. And you model the tools without expectation. You don't expect them to respond or use the tool back. Language development also plays an important role in how they will learn to use the tool as well. Babbling is normal, so allow them time to explore the tool, find the words, and make those silly statements. Language happens all the time, so the tool must be available all the time. These are just some of the strategies that you can implement that will help you learn to model as a master pal. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions.